fourth alleged isolation facility absconder knocked on doors. They knocked on 3 doors nearby. The first didn't answer, the second called 111, and the third, a couple, spoke to the person. Hello, hello, welcome. Hi pie. Early morning start today up at the hospital for my infusion. And that went well. Had a lovely sleep up there, and all the usual suspects were there, so we caught up. Was great. And then from there, you'll notice my thumbnail at the front there. One of my colleagues took a Instagram shot with his daughter at those pots that you can see there, and I wondered where that is. And I worked out where it was, and I thought, oh, I could pop in there on the way home, because I like the idea of the scale around the flower pots. And so, yeah, I popped in there today, and that's where I took my Instagram photograph of the day. And also coming up after the hospital trip here, some B-roll that I'm using of the intersection around where those pots are, which is by our Wintec City campus, which obviously he must have taken his daughter to work and taken the Instagram there, so that's good. You'll also see on the front my little TikTok. I've always had an interesting spin on reading headlines, and it's, you know, you can read the same headline and get a different slant or meaning out of it, so that's what I'm doing there. I look at some of our news and I think, oh my God, you know, is that really news? So that's sort of what's going on there with those little TikToks there on the front there. So I came on home, got home just after 12:30, and we have prior to the lockdown, my wife and I used to have lunch together at the Blissful Vegan, but things have changed a bit there, and they don't have the buffet. So we decided to go to one of our local cafes down opposite the golf course. And so we went down there, and it was lovely. And the person serving us was an ex-pupil of my wife's at Horatu School. So a little bit of interest where we was. And that was the day. And then I've come home and worked away on a few bits and bobs. And yeah, a bit tired and jaded from the infusion, but generally all's good. So happy times. 3138 steps, and over at wherewhatwho we've got a new who with a solved 612, which is good. Did a little bit of admin, looking at things, a few notes and emails and things to students. Infusion, and 83.4 on the weight front there. A little bit disappointing, but you know, a bit of a setback, but we'll see where we go from there. Hopefully down, but possibly up based on my intake today. So if you know which constellation Betelgeuse is in, put your answer in the comments below the video. Tartan Snowflake was all over yesterday's challenge. Of course, horses are measured in hands, and so she takes a rightful place on her own in the Hall of Fame. So, all good. That's been my day. Thanks to everybody for liking, commenting, watching and subscribing to my channel. I certainly appreciate you dropping by and look forward to catching up with you every time you're here. All good. Cheers. Fuel legit. This has been a Maurieo presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, place where Kiwis live, in a paradise we like to call God's own country.